After you get through Vintage Story, do you plan on returning at a later point? Uh,
Probably. They seem to keep working.
I mean, yeah, someday I will be back to Vintage Story, but it might be a very long time. There's a lot of other really cool games that I want to try. Like Sengoku Dynasty is coming out. I think it might actually be like tomorrow or the next day.
Oh wow.
When does... Uh, doesn't matter. Baldur's Gate's on the menu. So if it came out today, I'd be like, not yet. But I think we're definitely going to give that one a try. But yeah, I do like Vintage Story. And they keep adding to it, and it's ballooning in popularity. And so I will be back to it someday, but it may be a long time. Like, I tend not to revisit old games as much as other people. Like, I squeeze every ounce of fun I can out of a game, and then I need a new one. I don't
Well,
know if
unless it's
that's
a
a
huge
good...
up,
Sorry, what?
unless it's a huge update, right? Because like we went back to Valheim, and I'm sure we're probably going to go back to that again.
Yeah, and, and that's true. I don't know. At some point, I gotta stop going back to Valheim so I'm not too bored to play it when it's actually finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, speaking about going back to games, did you see that they have announced the next Final Fantasy 14 expansion?
Uh, Sorry. You kind of cut out there a little bit. Final Fantasy
Sorry.
14 expansion?
Yeah, they announced the Final Fantasy 14 expansion. They haven't announced the class yet, but it looks like one of them is going to probably be a pirate-based class.
Lumos will love that.
Oh, they're already super excited.
Let's see. You have to make chainmail first, then fit the plates onto that. Oh. They're selling 300 copies of Vintage Story a day now.
Done.
Yeah. I'm glad we got into it fairly early. It definitely had a big hidden gem feel to it. So dark. I'm just out here carrying tongs around. Alright. Do you want to go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you through your window. And honestly, I think I see something upstairs.
Oh, God.
You might have a drifter in your attic.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Well played.
Yeah. Did it startle you even a little bit?
I'll give you a little. I'll give you like a micro fraction of a second.
Okay.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, I
I was
think
like, what do I get? What is going to be up here? What is going to be up here?
I think I have to credit Angel's glitch for that one. Alright. So now I fill up on blueberry mush, and I will get 10,000 iron.
Do it.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about my fancy pants. Here's the gray dye. Whoops. Hey, that's my biggest problem with Vintage Story is, like, I start something, and then it takes 8 hours. So I start doing something entirely different and completely forget about the first thing.
Yes.
And I do that about 800 times. I had another gear here. All right. Let me see if I remember. Wait, you can make wheels. Can you make moving bases? Nope. Maybe, no. Like I'm not hopeful that there's a mod for it. Maybe you'd build like, well, people have made like rafts and boats. Maybe if they could make a raft or boat you could attach blocks to. But I kind of doubt it. I bet it's not in the engine's capabilities. Alright. Here we go. Look ridiculous.
Wow. Take the armor off.
Yeah. Sorry. Boop. Let's see. Not F4, F5. I have long flowing hair. But it... Nothing like a top hat and a bandit mask. My armor's pretty beat up too. I look like a real shady mare. Yeah, I think I might... You know what? I'm wearing the top hat. I made it. No one else deserves it.
Right on.
We'll just never look at my character again. First person view forever.
Of course, I want to just freeze some. I need a water wheel.
What am I doing? Okay. Right. I'm dropping off my tailoring stuff again. So that I can go start mining. And get as much iron ore as we can. And we will feed it to Moosh. And he will make us all the stuff. Very slowly over a long period of time.
Basically.
Because as the blacksmith, I feel like you're also in the scenario where you just keep working and working forever and ever.
Yes, exactly.
And like one day,
blacksmith.
One day you'll have the things. And you did switch.
I got reverted back to Blackguard.
Oh,
So that...
well, that's a bummer. I'm not going to do your death fall again. I am going to take the stairs like a normal person.
Alright, now blacksmith. That worked. Death fall loves.
In the iron mine. I'm not going to jump down the mine shaft.
Such a fun gamble.
It is, but it's worked 2 out of 5 times.
I'm very sad about it.
Maybe out of the engine's abilities, but if you get merchants, you get the villagers. So, what is happening to me? There we go. So there are merchants. And there are villages, because we added a mod for that. And so, what we could do is move into a village, take it over, and use temporal gears to set our spawn points there. I think that's about all you can do in terms of like starting your own little village.
Which, we already have a village, so...
Yeah. We've got a village of real people. Like a total of 5, but still. A hamlet. I was happy to find out that the town I was born in is small enough that it is technically a village.
Really?
And so I am an IRL villager, or at least I was born one.
That...
I think the population was below 700 people.
Pretty sure my high school had a larger population than the entire village.
Yeah. It was weird to move to a city that had more than one school. 548? Yeah, that's probably accurate. That's probably about what it was when I lived there. but you know, it grew in popularity, and so now it's up to like 700 people and probably still technically a village.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the day we got a restaurant. That was a big day. And it was a pizza place.
That's all. Guys, we got a pizza place.
Dude, they had the best breadsticks. Like, imagine going your whole life without, like, having real breadsticks. And then getting any breadsticks at all. Like, that was a big day for everybody.
Right?
Like, I feel like people take breadsticks for granted now. It is a great food. Things like procedural dungeons, villages, story events, boats and minecarts, boss fights, etc. are all on the roadmap. Ooh, that would make me super happy. Valheim is still my favorite survival game, and I think it's just because, like, the way you go is kind of linear. Like, you always know what your next goal is. Like, you can have little tiny side goals, like I want to build a rad castle, or maybe I want this boat, or maybe I want to try this weapon.
Yeah, but you know that the weapons are, you're in this biome, this is what you're working with.
Yeah. Whereas Vintage Story, like, today we dug deep, and I have no idea if I'm geared enough to fight whatever's down there. Like, I tussled with a sawblade. I got some good hits in, but I'd put him at like bear difficulty at least. But I don't know how many hit points he has.
Right.
You're gonna go into your box before the sun comes up? Yeah, that's fair. I really appreciate you coming out. Like, I did not expect you to stay up till 6 a.m. to hang out with me. But you have a good night, dude. See ya.
Have a good
He said catch you in a few hours. Like, in a few hours, I'll still be streaming this, or streaming something. And so I'm wondering if he's just doing a power nap. I don't feel like I deserve that kind of attention. I am not more important than sleep. How long should power naps be? I mean, if they generate any power whatsoever, they've got to be at least 4 hours. If you are streaming in 5 hours and 40 minutes, I may be awake and watch it. Let's see, 5 hours and 40 minutes. If I'm still streaming in 5 hours and 40 minutes, you should probably remind me to go to bed at some point. But I might be. I tend to make bad decisions on Saturday nights. I have an arrangement with my wife that I am allowed to sleep on Sunday. It is a big day for me.
Sundays in general?
Yes, Sunday is my night to sleep in. And I take that, or I used to, you know, like get good sleep on those nights, but then I realized, like, what I really want is tons of video game time and normal sleep.
Ah.
Oh, you checked out the game and picked out for Wednesday? It's not very kid friendly. Well, let's see.
What game did you pick for Wednesday?
Sorry, Applerpunk, who's streaming on Wednesday.
Oh.
And I'm really curious. People have a lot of different ideas on what kid friendly means. I'm trying to think of like what my limit on kid friendly is. Like, I'm fairly strict. But at the same time, not too strict. You're fine. I wouldn't worry about breaking any rules yet. Like, just be a good Horman being.
I said what?
Yeah, you know, one of them Hormans.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those things I definitely am.
Fellow Formans.
I think I was trying to say normal human. And it came out Horman. Not to be confused with... Well, never mind. I almost got less wholesome there. You gotta be careful. Trying to be wholesome. It's difficult sometimes. I'm a sweet guy and I mean well, but sometimes I think things are funny. And they are wildly inappropriate. In fact, lots of the funniest things are. Does chat have to wholesome? To a certain extent. Like, honestly, as long as you don't, like, ruin somebody else's day, I'm sure you're gonna be fine. My chat is full of lovely, wholesome people. I think. I don't know. I haven't met you. I assume some level of wholesomeness because you came to watch effectively Santa Claus in a sweater play games.
That's a sweater. Nice.
You're going to say horrible things. Nintendo is better than Sega. That is pretty horrible. Did you not have a Dreamcast? Dang. That thing cast all my dreams. Yeah. Different sides of you for different things, right? I mean, like, if friend group A meets friend group B, horrible things happen. Gotta put on your whole different personality. I think the trouble is, like, when playing games, I want to be my gaming personality, which is a lot closer to the authentic me, whereas when I'm at work, that's when I'm the most wholesome.
Truth. Very true.
And I don't think I can ever think of this as truly work. Even if I was doing this for a living. You have to be the most wholesome, or else that paycheck is going to flutter in the wind. Already flutters from time to time. I've been turned down for promotions because I do not seem professional.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what? They're 100% right.
Yeah, but still. How'd they find it?
Oh, you're job hunting now? Actually, probably not a horrible time to be job hunting. You know, the economy's in shambles. Everyone's desperate for competent employees. Like, I bet you could find a decent job at a fairly decent wage. I mean, no wage is really decent.
Oh, you know, hold on. Sorry, Applipunk. I am not laughing at you job hunting. I just unlocked the emote and I wanted to use it in the channel.
Oh,
but now
nice.
reading the chat, I'm like, I sound like a dick now. Okay. It's like, oh shit, no.